Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Nick here, back with a brand new video. I hope everybody is having an amazing day today. I do know that it's hard when, the market is doing what it is, but we have some exciting news nonetheless. So, first and foremost, before we get into this video, I do just want to ask if you guys are brand new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and turning notifications on. And if you guys aren't and are enjoying the daily uploads, definitely leave a like as well, as it does help the channel grow. So let's get into this. So first and foremost, we got some updates via the case. As I said, these are some major updates overall. So basically, first and foremost, this is from 8 hours ago. We see James K. Falance. The SEC has filed its response to Ripple's motion to compel the SEC to turn over the internal Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP documents Judge Netburn has already twice told them to turn over. And we do see Jeremy Hogan. I believe that the SEC has indeed been expeditiously reviewing and producing documents, as it argues in its response to Ripple's motion to compel. In fact, I've obtained a behind-the-scenes picture of the SEC's litigation staff working hard to comply. This is actually pretty funny overall, but yeah, I mean, this is pretty much telling us, like, listen, at the end of the day, the SEC is trying to drag this case on for as long as possible. I mentioned it on my Twitter. If we actually come over to my profile, I don't know how far it is down. 1 second. All right, so it was pretty much right here, right? So we see the SEC's goal right now is to put up a blockade up against Ripple and XRP holders. They want to suppress the value for as long as they possibly can. This entire case has been one massive show. In the end, XRP holders will win and the value will be truly unlocked. And they definitely will. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we will win all day long. Now, this is regarding this tweet here, which is talking about the SEC just filed a reply in support of its request that the court extend the deadlines for both fact and expert discovery by 60 days. Listen, at the end of the day, they are just trying to hurt XRP holders and XRP and Ripple themselves, right? Because they know they're at a point at which they don't have a defense. They're rushing into a case that they had 2.5 years to actually get evidence against Ripple, and they failed on every single portion of this, right? We know for a fact, being an XRP holder, knowing Ripple, knowing XRP, we've done the research multiple times. We've done it for how many years now as well. We know what Ripple stands for. We know that they will be utilized in huge ways for the future financial system. So for the SEC to drag this out as long as it's been going on is just absolutely ridiculous. There are so many other things that they could have been looking into. Like if you guys watched my last video, right? We talked about Ethereum pretty much becoming a security as well, because we know that Vitalik pretty much, hosted an ICO in which he was trying to build the Ethereum network, and it wasn't even, built at the time. So that should have been immediately a red flag for the SEC. It should have been right then and there, Ethereum based being a security, right? So I don't understand the big correlation here, why this case is stretching out as long as it is, but I can tell you right now that Judge Netburn is definitely not going to be happy with this in regards to this status here, because we've already know that she asked them twice to turn these documents over, and they're still denying it, and they still want an extension of 60 days. Honestly, I see this ending bad for the SEC overall, and I definitely see an update very soon in regards to this case. Now, we do see Jeremy Hogan talking about this as well. He's saying the very first federal rule of civil procedure, the rules should be constructed, administered, and employed by the court and the parties to secure the just, speedy, and inexpensive determination of every action and proceeding. So that is the ground rule. Whereas here, a party wants to extend the discovery deadlines, the burden is on it to prove why it is necessary. I think looking at Roman 3 of the SEC's motion, it fails to be very specific about the facts that it needs to develop and that it's the problem for it. And then we also see, that being said, extensions down here in Florida are somewhat routinely granted with bare proof. I don't know what it is typical in New York, but a Florida judge is likely to provide some additional time on the first request, but as Floridians are a touch strange after all. Yeah, and honestly, yeah, they should be trying to make this, as quick as possible, inexpensive as possible, because they are wasting a ton of tax money right now For anybody who wanted to know about that, yeah, I mean, this is tax money going to waste in front of our faces. So not only are they hurting XRP holders, at the same time they're hurting taxpayers by making this stretch on as long as it possibly is. 60 days is just a ridiculous amount of time to gain some more evidence or anything like that. And I honestly don't see, even Jeremy Hogan says, there's no real specifics why this even needs to happen, right? So for me personally, I could definitely see this being denied 100%. And I think at the end of the day, Ripple has the upper hand. XRP holders will succeed at the end of the day as well. And, even if we look over at the XRP chart, right, we're still seeing that downward, slope that we've been talking about. Support's being broken. But honestly, once this case is thrown out, we're going to see a massive influx in price. And once clarity's brought in, it's going to be end game. But like I said, we still have some time to accumulate cheap XRP, so I'm not complaining. I'll accumulate more XRP at, a little bit below 80 cents, 75 cents down to 60 cents. I don't mind buying at those levels because I know what I hold. I know that XRP is extremely undervalued, and one, it's suppressed, right? We're seeing the SEC try to suppress XRP as much as it possibly can. New York, you can't even buy it, right? You can't even, it's so hard to buy XRP. I'm trying to help people buy it on Uphold. Uphold's denying credit cards, banks. So it's so hard to get XRP as a US based customer. So why are we trying to extend this? Why are we trying to drag it out as long as possible? People obviously want to buy XRP. We know what XRP is. We know that it's not a security, it's a currency. Multiple banks around the world called it a currency, and the SEC even claimed it as a currency like 3 years back. So I just think that this is just a ridiculous time to actually extend this case, because we've already been dealing with it for over 6 months now, going into almost 7 months. It's just ridiculous. But I also want to talk to you guys about this article here. Now, this is actually very interesting because we know that Bitcoin's Lightning Network just pretty much, launched or so. And a lot of people are very excited about it. They're thinking that Bitcoin is now going to be like insanely, undervalued even at these current levels. And they think that the price is going to increase significantly because of this and so forth. So let's look into this overall. So we see Ripple's director of developer relations accuses Strike of copying ODL. And we see this down here, right? So we're seeing Strike then takes Bitcoins and automatically converts them back into USDT synthetic digital dollar known as Tether, using its real-time automated risk management and trading infrastructure. This is talking about, obviously the Lightning Network pretty much doing its it's the same kind of, if you will, solution that the ODL from even here, like they're saying X Rapid, right? So it's the same kind of ODL that Ripple utilizes that Bitcoin's pretty much now utilizing as well. And we see if we look here more, so Lightning Network powered app Strike bringing Bitcoin to El Salvador has widely viewed as a breakthrough moment for the entire industry, but not everyone is happy. And it's honestly not, at the end of the day, a breakthrough moment, because if you look at it, XRP's been doing incredible things utilizing this same kind of technology. So technically, Ripple should have been, the one getting this glamorized, wide, pretty much viewed breakthrough, if you will. So I'm just not seeing this, right? I'm not seeing how, this is a big breakthrough. Like, Bitcoin has how many things? It had wrapped Bitcoin. That was to make it a little more efficient. We've had forks of Bitcoin to make them more efficient. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is just not efficient for payment infrastructure and payment structure overall. XRP and Ripple is. But we see in a recent tweet, Matt Hamilton, Director of Developer Relations at Ripple, claims that Jack Mallers' killer app took notes from the company's on-demand liquidity solution formerly known as X Rapid. ODL allows instantly bridging fiat currencies with the help of XRP cryptocurrency. The way Strike converts Bitcoin into Tether is strikingly similar to Ripple's flagship product, according to Hamilton. And honestly, it really is, because we looked at the statistics overall of XRP, and we already looked into the blueprints of how the XRP ledger will convert currencies and pretty much move them across borders. It's honestly the same exact way that this is kind of working. So I could definitely see something coming out of this in terms of possibly a lawsuit or because I do know that I, I believe at least that Ripple has a patent on this kind of technology. So possibly we could see a lawsuit coming out of this. Who knows? It would be pretty interesting to see nonetheless. But we really got to see what's going to happen with it. Now, I do also want to talk to you guys a little bit more about the XRP chart, because this is actually some key, um, you know, kind of, I would say, analysis, if you will, because I know a lot of people have been wondering where we're going to go in terms of price for this. And like I said, we are currently ranging a little bit lower in terms of going from this $1.98 mark. Now, like I said, I think that we could definitely see $10 to $20. I think we could even see $30 for XRP at the end of the year. I know some people are saying $100 plus. I'm not going to tell you guys $100 plus just because I know for a fact that it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of integrity to get there, and I just don't know if the market could withstand that. So, in terms of where we can go in a downward movement, I was thinking maybe down to even 65 to pretty much claim maybe the lower low here as well, to go lower than that 60-cent mark. Maybe we can come down to 55 cents. I know a lot of people won't like that, but hey, it's a 32% drop in price. I'm still expecting a relief rally on Bitcoin up to that $46,000 mark before coming back down lower. Now, in terms of where we could be going, obviously we need to get back to this all-time high that we currently made this bull run, and that would be about a 140% increase in price, which would be insane to really think about. So I could definitely see a 140% increase in price coming very soon once the market really kind of stabilizes. Now, in terms of our all-time high, that would bring us to about, because it's almost $4, I think it's like $3.92 if I am correct. So that would bring us to about a 374% increase in price, which we know that the all-time high is in Ripple's pretty much sights. We see it here, right? So, this is the all-time high. So I think it was actually $1.80 or $3.84. Sorry. So let me put this right on it. 1 second. So $3.84. There we go. So it's about a 364% increase in price point to get to that all-time high. Now, I don't think that this is unrealistic at all, and I honestly think that we definitely need to, because I think that we will hit this all-time high and break through it to get to that $10 mark. Now, where would that bring us from this bottom, right? Because this is why, I say, it doesn't hurt to DCA in on these lows that happen, because Bitcoin could still make lower lows and print major lows down to that $24,000 zone, which I know will scare a lot of people and shake out a lot of weekends. But a $10 XRP from these current structures is 1,113% of an increase in price, which would be insane to even think about for a lot of people. But it's very possible, and I think that I think a $10 XRP will happen this bull run. But I know a lot of people are saying $20 plus, 2,300%, nothing too crazy. We know that back here, from the actual low, which we could see there, is about a 30,000% increase in price, which is insane to even think about. But we could also see a $30 XRP, because I said $20 to $30 is achievable, and that would be 3,500% of an increase in price. And the reason why this is possible, of course, bringing in market cap, because I know a lot of people will argue that this is impossible because it's going to capture X amount of the market cap, whatever. If Bitcoin runs to 100K plus, it's going to have a market cap over, almost $3 trillion. So, for this to capture this massive over I think it's like $5 trillion market cap for XRP is nothing, right? And it will still be in the top 3. Ethereum will probably hit, 20K maybe if it does, which would obviously be ahead of XRP. So XRP could possibly flip both of them, maybe, but I still think that it will probably just sit in the number 3 spot. But I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with this lawsuit, what's going to happen with price action. I think that this lawsuit's getting closer and closer to a settlement. I think the judge is going to be absolutely frustrated with the SEC at this point now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on, as it does help the channel grow. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial, and you guys could also join the Discord down in the description below for free. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.